This era is all about taking care of business, especially when you don't feel like it, okay, honey? You know, there is like this saying that I really enjoy where it discusses my emotions do not control me, I control my emotions. And this is how you are approaching life in this next era because number one, you're already on the new timeline. I feel as if you've accomplished a lot. You have a lot to lose at this point in your life. You have a lot to gain, okay? And your future self cannot afford for you to allow any of your emotions or feelings to completely take you over. Of course, your intuition has to go ahead and help guide you, right? That's where the discernment comes in because are these feelings that are guiding you, that are assisting you in determining what is or is not for you? Or are they feelings that come up when something gets difficult, when something feels uncomfortable, simply because it's new, simply because you're still learning, you're still growing and progressing? And I feel as if in this era of your life, you've already shifted to this new mindset of, I've had these same goals for years. I've had these same goals for decades. Like, this is the year that this happens for real. And not the year even, but this is the month, the week, the day that it happens, that it gets handled and taken care of, where you are showing up as the person who you have always desired to become and who you've known you are capable of becoming. Like, those dreams, those visions of who you are and who you desire to be would not be in your heart if it wasn't truly who you already are, who God intended you to be. You know, God, your guides the universe. Whatever you work with, you know, I don't really care over here as long as you got that connection. The Chariot card. The way you're about to progress so much faster on goals that you have had, again, for years, for some of you even decades, within the next couple of months, the next 7 months are extremely significant for you. But the way that you're just knocking out these goals back to back to back, like nobody's business, you're going to be extremely amazed. And I'm not going to lie, you're going to think back on previous years and wonder to yourself, why did it take me so long to even get to this point? Like, if I knew it was going to be this easy, I could have gotten here years ago, at a minimum months ago, you know, because it's going to become so seamless, so effortless, and so easy for you. But I do feel as if, you know, this is building upon a stable foundation that you've already created for yourself. I feel like this is also coming from a place, felt a little tight all of a sudden, but this is coming from a place of like creating the micro habits, the different lifestyle choices that you've made throughout the years. I'm also hearing that this could have to do with like having some different career choices that actually helped you build certain skill sets that you're now utilizing on this new path. But it definitely took time. This almost looks kind of like a clock to me, but on an emerald face. But the foundation that you built for yourself now, like, it is speeding everything up. And I feel as if a big part of this foundation that you've built has a lot to do with your personal self-confidence. Maybe in the past you held yourself back a little bit because, you know, there still was a little bit of a lack of belief in yourself, a lack of belief in what it was that you were working towards, what it is that you can accomplish for yourself. And I feel as if you've totally eliminated those self-limiting beliefs to where now it's like, you can effortlessly push forward. You can effortlessly get things going, get things moving in the proper direction for you. Everything is coming way more effortlessly than it ever has before in your life. And I would get used to it, okay, honey? Because with the World card coming out, like that is exactly what this phase of your life is about, is things being effortless, things being seamless, just working out for you. And I do feel there's a little bit of a sense of like putting pedal to the metal, because you were always capable of moving much more quickly than you ever have before in the past. But I feel as if the only difference between then and now is now you have decided that you are capable of that. And you're showing up accordingly. You're showing up as that person. If there are any circumstances that you desire to or have to leave behind in the current moment as well, these habits, this new can-do attitude is actually going to help push you forward and push you towards everything that you desire as well. I've never noticed this on this deck yet, but it almost looks like it's kind of a full moon behind him on the card. Which when I'm filming this, it's going to be a full moon in a couple days. So maybe there's something significant about a full moon as well, the most recent full moon or the upcoming one. Something significant about dragonflies as well. There's 3 of them. Something significant about 3s. 3 changes. Because on the World card as well, there's 3 people. 3 dragonflies. Yeah, there's 3 changes you're about to make. Ones, I feel as if you're honestly really close as well. I feel as if these are changes that have been in the works. Like, it's not that you haven't been working on it. You absolutely have. You've been actively working towards these specific things. But I feel as if there's a little bit of a sense of like maybe holding yourself back a bit. They haven't fully come into fruition yet. Maybe you just haven't received the exact results you've been desiring or working towards quite yet. But that is shifting, that is changing. Like, you absolutely are about to receive, like, those changes are about to be solidified. They're about to take place and happen. Yeah, you've been working on this for a while, but just the energy, the general energy is of speed, of things speeding up, of you giving it your all. It feels as if maybe you've been giving 50% of yourself to whatever this is, and now you're giving like 110%, okay? Obviously, we do not go for the burnout over here at the Destiny Collective. That is not something that we like to do. Don't burn yourself out, but everything is possible with balance. And I feel as if you're finally finding that perfect balance for yourself, which makes everything a lot easier. You've learned when to pull back, when to take time for yourself, but also when to prioritize your goals. Because again, there needs to be a balance between the two in order for you to actually accomplish anything that you set out to do in this lifetime. You're allowing your body, your intuition to help guide you. You're figuring out how to rearrange things for you to where it makes the most sense for your energy levels, your schedule. You know, all of my uterus bearing beings, you know, we gotta kind of follow the cycle of our body, the natural cycle of our body, and plan for these things. And I feel as if maybe you've started to do that as well, which is really helping you, because you know there's certain times you're going to have more energy than others, and kind of scheduling your life accordingly, which is helping you become more productive ultimately, and finding that time for balance, for rest. We have the 2 of Swords. Why is that here? Anything that you have been back and forth in your mind about as well, anything that you've been questioning, questioning whether you could make the change, questioning whether or not you really could push this project forward or these goals forward and actually achieve them. I feel as if that's being entirely replaced with self-confidence. You're starting to recognize how capable you truly are. You always have been. You've already accomplished impossible things throughout your lifetime. So of course you can do this as well. Like now I feel as if there's no doubts in your mind, to where even when those thoughts come up, it's like, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to push those to the side because I know that I have done these hard things before. I've done so many impossible things already. So naturally I can do this as well. Period. But anyways, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Push the bell button so you're notified whenever I post a new video. But I love, love, love you, and I'll talk to you so soon.